walk around the room.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Don't mind me, because I'm looking for something. I'm looking for something.
Yes.
And for those that want to stand up, you can stand up, but I'm asking everybody to stand up. All the women, men, stand up. And I need everybody right now to get into your self-protecting stance, whatever that is. If you've been abused in any type of way, get into your self-protecting stance. Let me see it. Let me see it. This is not a game. I'm not here to play no games. I'm not here to play no games. I'm here to minister. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Picture in your head who hurt you. You got that person? Focus on that person. Get in front of this brick wall. Get in front of this beast. Get back in front of the thing that has prevented you from moving forward. You got them?
Yes.
You got that visual? Now walk back into this cave with me that had you marked for death. Hold on to my voice. What did you experience from the many attacks? Did you experience fear? Did you experience panic? Did you experience depression and stress? Did you experience hurt and pain? Hold on to my voice. What did he take from you? Stay with me. Did he take control? Did he take your power? Did he take your mind? Did he take your voice? Ladies, I need you to feel it. I need you to go back there. I need you to smell it. I need you to embody it. I promise you, if you stay with me, you won't be there for long. Ladies, what did you lose? Did you lose your self-esteem? Did you lose your self-worth? Did you lose your self-respect? Ladies, do you remember your scars? Are your scars visible? Are your scars mental? Or are they both? Were you afraid because he was bigger than you? Were you afraid because he was stronger than you? How does that pain make you feel? How does that pain make you feel? Are you scared now? How do you win? Open your eyes. How do you win? Will you let me touch your scars today? Let's talk about it. Have a seat. The vilest kind of abuse is not the intentional physical abuse or the pressure or coercion of sexual abuse. It's the psychological abuse. The ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the good, the bad, or the rise and fall of one's emotions. All of the stressors leave a hole in our system, become trapped in this gloomy, depressed state of mind. Mental abuse is intense. It's burdensome. It's dark. It's muddy. It's grimy. It's sensitive. It's emotional. And it intimidates. The psychological wounds, it leads you to become powerless, worthless, and defeated. And none of these human emotions leave scars, but they all are very painful as any physical wound. Domestic violence can take on many forms: emotional, sexual, physical, verbal, and mental abuse.
That's right.
It aims to control you, to assume position of superiority,
Come on.
to break you, to maintain its power. Hold on to my voice. One major weapon, a controlling individual will use is making you a weapon against yourself.
That's right. My God.
And I only can describe it from my personal experience.
Come on. Come on.
There was something absent. There was something empty. There was something broken, lost, wrecked inside of my abuser and inside of me. Feeling like a bottomless pit of discontent, dissatisfaction, and resentment. It was more like breaking and crushing my spirit, breaking my concentration because he wanted mental domination.
That's right.
And I don't know if you ever heard of the term elephant crushing. It's a method in Thailand that involves taming the elephant, placing the elephant in a strong cage, tie the elephant with ropes to keep the elephant from moving, unstable, unable to kick, unable to move his head from side to side. And this method of the elephant's crushing is to crush the elephant's spirit. It makes him adapt to his new environment. The elephant suffers agony before its will is broken. So in order to break me, in order to establish dominance, to establish the baseline, he had to break me in my mind by beating on my body, causing physical and mental injury. See, he had to set the tone. He had to put it into motion to establish his dominance. He had to break me down in my mind so I could abandon and relinquish every thought I ever knew about myself. Every sense of reality and sense of self-worth. Cleverly constructing his words to debase and demoralize and to warp my reality. He was applying internal pressure. And that was the first wave of the lockdown. Now, once that scar became visible to me, he shot me with fear and silenced my voice.
My Lord. Jesus.
And I felt myself slipping away,
Yes.
losing my entire self. He found someone to vent out all of his anger on, someone weaker than him.
Yeah.
But he had no idea he was pouring, transferring, and emptying down in my drink.
Yeah. Come on.
See, it was a convenient way to get rid of what he did not want
That's right.
in his life. So, but meanwhile, I'm trying to control my impulses.
Yes. Jesus.
I'm trying to control my deep breaths. And I'm trying to control my own temper. Because I wanted to retaliate on his digs in me. The insults, the threats, the situations of power and infidelity.
Jesus.
See, the violence defined his identity.
Yeah. That's right.
But questioning my value of worth, not feeling a sense of purpose, feeling aimless,
Yeah.
and feeling a disconnect from who I am. That was my identity.
Yeah. My God.
And whatever was homespun down to him at a young age in his life, he lost his self-identity. And he experienced what I call an ego death. See, he lost himself, losing his connection to his heart because he believed his life based on what other people believed or saw in him.
Yes.
See, he was unable to hear his own voice.
Yeah.
He was unable to speak from his own heart. He had no idea who he was. So in his system, down in this drain, there may have been qualities in himself, but those qualities had been suppressed. And what the abuser see in himself is his trauma from his childhood, the abuse from his childhood, the dysfunction from his childhood. And unfortunately, the anger and the pain from his past had been deprived, but yet it was visibly swollen and spiraling out of control in our relationship.
That's right. My God. Jesus.
They project their anger, their resentment, their issues. They want you to fix it. They want you to fix them, fix what is broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you try to explain that you are not the original abuser. But later on in his mind, you represent what he went through.
Yeah.
You become a trigger.
Jesus.
It's incredible how the brain will swindle individuals into accepting deception as true.
That's right.
So you are, or you were, in this environment that it provoked your insecurity, and that insecurity and that environment stopped you from feeling worthy, haunting your self-confidence. It muddles with your head. Everything is on repeat. See, in this environment, you taught and conditioned to hate yourself.
Yeah.
In this environment, you taught yourself that, or he taught you to program yourself to doubt everything about yourself. And you have been labeled with negative attributes in this environment. This environment is not environment friendly. It's riddled with internal pressure, disappointments, challenges, heavy use of abuse, and the complexion of the abuser's past, his losses, his mistakes, his negative feelings are making him and you a basket case.
Yeah. Yep.
And you have been taken out by a strength of untamable emotions. The abuser desires to undertake you on this hazardous and murky experience with an uncertain outcome. And this becomes a deep ocean of agony. And you are lost. You are discouraged and uninspired. Your faith is starving in this low place. You have become accustomed to your living arrangements. Your mind is inactive and your situation is singing you lullabies, echoing your pain repeatedly every day in your head. And he wants you to soak in the disbelief of winning. He zaps all of your energy. He is craving to prevail, smelling the fragrance of fear, sensing your weakness, just like when a shark senses blood in the water. He has broken something on the inside of you that is beyond repair. And what is really happening, ladies, is a loss of identity and losing your self-worth. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. But he thinks he's got you.
My God.
He thinks he's got you. He brainwashed you. He killed your confidence. He robbed you of your peace of mind. He snatched the little bit of happiness you had. He shattered your heart. He left you with the hurt and the pain, the trauma and the suffering. He left you with all of that to fix in him. And you are questioning yourself, judging yourself, blaming yourself for his words against you, for his actions against you. He wants control. He wants to determine your destiny. He wants to steal that life that God gave you. He wants to weaken you so he can paralyze you. Are you listening?
Come on.
He thinks he's got you. He thinks he's got you. The abusers are outstanding manipulators and narcissists.
Oh, that's right.
They really are.
They are. Yeah, that's right.
The lies, the mind games, the mental trips, the intimidation, the guilt trips, the gifts, the superficial charm. You know what I'm saying? And all of it is toxic tactics that are used to control you.
Come on.
The abuser, he plays this trusting role.
That's right.
Especially in public. And they act hurt. But in reality, they cause the unwelcoming problem. They twist and they hijack what you say and they make it about them. That's a narcissist.
That's right.
And then they act slippery when you try to hold them accountable. They are unable to see things from your perspective. He doesn't understand why his actions had or has an impact on you negatively. See, manipulator people love to be the center of attention.
Come on.
Go ahead and clap for that. We all agree on that. They are more interested in appearing tough. They are more interested in appearing strong. See, they don't demonstrate insecurity. It's all a cover-up for their truth. And the abuser will provoke an individual to their breaking point, eating away at an individual's confidence and self-esteem. See, he demands power and control. But he himself is wallowing in pain. Doesn't feel any personal power regardless of his worldly success. He is captivating the blame of an individual's own pain, strip one of their self-worth and their independence. That's what they do to us. He fuels himself on a relentless hunger and he tastes our weakness.
That's right.
Did you hear what I just said?
Taste
He tastes your weakness.
Come on now.
He communicates a win-lose game. He has an inner profile of insecurity, jealousy, verbally abusive, need to be right, be in control, possessive, needy, and suffers from his own blues.
My God. Jesus.
How can any woman win a man's heart who has her destined to lose? Changing him is like a vehicle out of control skidding on black ice. See, love makes you go all in.
That's right.
Love makes you deliberately senseless. Love raids you. Love leaves you astounded. Love places you in a state of panic. Love disrobes you. Love leaves you completely bare for the whole world to see.
Come on.
He thinks he's got you.
Yeah. Think.
He thinks he's got you.
Yeah.
At times, I found a way to vindicate my abuser so I could feel protected by him and loved by him. And then my mind would say, I have no hope to escape the abuse, and maybe he would change. My mind was doing two different things to survive the abuse. See, I was trying to find a way to think through the lies because I had no way of bringing the lies to the truth. Is that confusing? Definitely confusing for me. And I lived my whole life without hope in myself. And that is living in betrayal. Unfaithfulness to myself. Feeling blemished, lonely, fragile, and gridlocked in my mindset. I was in this environment of stagnation. Nothing was flowing. You know, when anything that is stagnant, especially outside in the rain when water just sits, it just breeds ground of infection and bacteria.
That's right.
And I was in an environment of stagnation. Nothing was flowing. It was a breeding ground for a swelling of sickness, mental sickness. So today, I need you to come into the recovery of what you have been covering up. And if you want to know what's the name of my message, since I didn't tell you in the beginning, recover what you have been covering up.
My God.
So today, we reclaim our voice. Today, you reclaim your voice and shift out of that self-silencing. Self-silencing is your trauma response. There's a richness in your voice, and there's no voice like yours. You will no longer adopt this way to protect yourself or appease your abuser. No more devaluing your voice.
Come on.
When our voice is stifled, it can be difficult, and you cannot have a full sense of self or self-worth. So today we got to shift out of that spirit of self-abandonment. You have been ignoring yourself, rejecting yourself, and suppressing your authentic self. And somewhere along the abuse, somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let the enemy stick his finger in your face and tell you that you are no good, that you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not smart enough, you're not light enough, your hair's not straight enough, and you believe those lies. Now, I've been looking at a lot of faces as I've been standing here. And my spirit tells me a lot of y'all have been through it or going through it. Even if it's not a spouse, maybe a family member, maybe growing up you went through some type of abuse. It doesn't have to be domestic violence. But some of you right now are sitting here still thinking in that crippling mindset. That mindset has become your wheelchair. And all of that weight that you are carrying is crushing your self-worth. And you are still harming yourself, betraying yourself, because you are still blaming yourself for this abuse, for his pain and for your pain. You are blaming yourself because you are muzzling yourself. You won't open your mouth and speak about what's happening, so you rather cover it up. And you are asking yourself, what could I have done different? What could I have done to make him happy? What could I have done? What could I have said differently? Could I cook this dinner better? Could I add more seasoned salt to it? Could I put more bubbles in this water? Could I have been more better in the bedroom? You sitting there questioning. I mean, let's keep it real. Let's talk about it.
That's right.
We're sitting here
That's right.
going through and trying to figure out what is wrong with us. And the whole time there's nothing wrong with us.
Come on. That's right.
And then you ask God, why me? And then you think about quitting your life because of what you're going through in that environment. But I'm here to tell you that those scars, that trauma you went through, was never about you.
That's right.
It doesn't define you.
Yeah.
You was never supposed to cover up those scars. Your scars are your crowns. It's your treasures. It's your testimony. See, those scars are proof of the fight.
Yeah.
Those scars that shows that you are living here in the valley. Those are your battle scars. Those are your valley scars. And it shows, if you're still here and you have scars, it shows that you are not a victim. You are a survivor.
That's right.
You survived it.
That's right.
You survived it.
Yes. Yes.
You are victorious because he did not break you.
That's right. Come on.
Amen.
Come on.
Amen.
Come on.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. Say it again.
I said, he did not break you.
Amen.
See, your scars doesn't show a defect. Your scars doesn't show a flaw. Your scars doesn't show a shortcoming. It shows your story.
Your story. That's right.
Your memories today, ladies, needs to be healed. And your past needs to be healed. And the greatest asset you have is your mind.
The mind. That's right.
And whatever gets to your mind gets to you.
That's right.
Whatever gets to your mind will take over your body, and your body will follow your mind. See, our mind gets caught up on the emotions, and we lose our mental balance. And half of you in here are bleeding out your energy. We're sitting here, we're trying to keep home perfect. We're trying to keep our husbands perfect.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep our boyfriends perfect. Trying to keep everything spicy, keep everything good. But you bleeding out energy because who's feeding you while you feeding him?
Come on.
Do anybody know what a stronghold is? Somebody just yell it out. What is a stronghold? Come on, y'all. What is a stronghold?
A stronghold is anything that holds you down.
Okay. Yes. So a stronghold is insecurity. Stronghold is a mental block. That could be insecurity. That could be fear. That could be guilt. That could be resentment. Those are all strongholds in your mind. What does the Bible say about strongholds? What does the Bible say about strongholds? Tear them down.
Come on.
Tear the strongholds down.
Yes. Yeah.
And as I conclude, now I said in the beginning of this message, you want me to say more? She loved it. In the beginning of my message, I took y'all somewhere. Did I take y'all somewhere in the beginning of the message when I asked y'all to stand up? Did y'all go somewhere in your mind? I took you to a place that held you captive. And I took you to a place where you were caged, that placed you in bondage. I took you to a place to bring you back into the presence of that individual who had you on a mental lockdown, that made you a punching bag. Now I ask you again to return to that same environment. If y'all could stand up one more time. I am with you. I am with you. Just hold on to my voice. You don't have to close your eyes because you should not be going back to this place the same way you came out. Amen. So you're going to go back there to that place and unchain yourself. You're going to go back there and you're going to give up the victim role. Do you hear me? I need somebody to clap their hands. I need to hear somebody to say that they're free. I need somebody just to hold on to my voice. Because we're going to go back there and we're going to recover the truth. Get into your war cry position and you're going to become mentally fit. See, when we're in a war cry position, we open up our arms to God and we ask God just to come down on us and send us some help. We get in a position of crying. Sometimes we have to get in a position on our knees and prostrate in front of God. That's our war cry position. We rebuke mental exhaustion. I know y'all been going through it. He took you up and down. That's so much exhaustion. But we rebuke that now. You have the power now. In your hands now. Come on. We need more brain power. We need more brain power. I need you to connect to the power of intention. I need you to I need you to connect to the power of awareness. You are aware now. You know the tricks that he has up his sleeve. You know how the enemy operates now. I need you to come out of that fog. Come into the power of understanding. You understand now. You see yourself who you were back then. Now you see who you are now. Now you uncover the truth.
Yes. Right.
Somebody needs to be a flame when you leave out of here.
That's right.
Somebody need to go back there and get your power back. Take your royal places and bring all of your affirmations into existence. Everything you wanted to be, everything you said you was going to be, and he held you up. He didn't want you to do anything. But now you have the power, now you have the voice, now you have the mindset. Because remember, he thought he had you. Now you got him. So today we're going to change directions. And we're going to go back there and we become the weapon. Not the weapon of destruction by putting our hands on him, but we're going to take the power back now. This is your life. You're in the driver's seat. You have control now. Sometimes you got to just get in the mirror and you got to start talking to yourself. Y'all ever watch the movie Creed? Y'all saw Creed 1, Creed 2? Come on.